In the realm of music, where melodies dance and harmonies intertwine, can a machine truly dream up a melody that resonates with the human soul? Can it capture the essence of emotion and translate it into a symphony of sound? Can lines of code, devoid of personal experience and emotional depth, truly feel the swell of a cinematic moment, the subtle nuances that tug at our heartstrings? Can an algorithm grasp the power of music to elevate a scene from mere visuals to an unforgettable experience? Film music, at its core, is a deeply human art form, born from the composer's understanding of storytelling, character development, and the emotional arc of a narrative. It's the invisible character in every scene, a silent narrator that guides our perceptions and amplifies the impact of every moment. It's the subtle undercurrent that shapes our emotions and anticipation, creating a powerful connection between the film and the audience. Think of the soaring themes in Spielberg's films, those iconic melodies that have become synonymous with adventure, wonder, and the magic of cinema. These musical masterpieces were crafted by John Williams, a true maestro who translates emotion into sound with unparalleled skill and artistry. But what if a new kind of composer entered the studio, a composer unlike any we've seen before? What if this composer was one born of algorithms and data, a creation of artificial intelligence? Can an AI truly compose music with the same heart and soul, the same emotional depth and understanding, as a human genius like John Williams? Not just mimic the style and structure of existing scores, but truly understand the narrative weight of a scene, the subtle cues that demand a specific emotional response? Our challenge is to guide an AI, to nurture its nascent musical abilities, and to see if we can help it create a score worthy of a blockbuster adventure. We'll draw inspiration from the iconic Spielberg-Williams collaborations, those timeless scores that have defined the sound of adventure for generations. The goal is to see how close a machine can get to capturing the magic of a human composer, to pushing the boundaries of what's possible with artificial intelligence. Can it replicate that sense of awe and excitement, that feeling of being transported to another world through the power of music? Will the result be a hollow imitation, a pale reflection of the real thing, lacking the emotional depth and nuance that only a human can provide? Or will it be a glimpse into a future where human creativity and AI collaborate, where machines augment our artistic abilities and help us create new forms of art that we never thought possible? The conductor's podium is empty, the instruments are tuned, and the orchestra is waiting in anticipation, ready to bring to life whatever the AI creates. At the heart of our experiment is Aiva Artificial Intelligence Virtual Artist. Aiva isn't just a music loop generator, it's a sophisticated AI composer, trained on everything from classical symphonies to modern film scores. It uses deep learning to analyze thousands of scores, breaking them down into melody, harmony, rhythm, and instrumentation. When given a prompt, Aiva generates a new piece in the style you define, not by copying but by applying learned principles. Its user-friendly interface lets creators specify mood, tempo, and instrumentation, democratizing music creation for anyone with a story to tell. Unlike earlier computer-generated music, Aiva's compositions can have nuance and emotional depth. It builds pieces with narrative arcs, introducing new melodic ideas and dynamic shifts. The question remains, can simulated emotion ever match the real thing? But as a tool, Aiva shows how far AI has come, offering a glimpse into a future where creativity isn't limited by human skill alone. With Aiva primed and ready to go, our very first step was to meticulously craft the perfect creative brief. This document would serve as our guiding star, ensuring that Aiva understood the specific direction we wanted to take. To begin, we immersed ourselves in Spielberg classics, E.T., Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, carefully listening for what makes their music so uniquely adventurous and overwhelmingly full of wonder. We wanted to dissect the essence of these scores. We identified the key ingredients. First, a palpable sense of grand adventure. Second, a forward-moving energy that propels the narrative. And third, a moderately fast tempo that keeps the listener engaged. We noticed that the music often starts small, perhaps with a solo instrument, and then dramatically swells into a full orchestra crescendo, creating a powerful emotional impact, mirroring a character's journey from intimacy and quiet reflection to a grand revelation. The feeling of wonder is often captured with shimmering strings, the delicate sound of a celeste, and lyrical melodies, creating a soundscape that is magical, nostalgic, and undeniably warm. Therefore, we specified a hopeful, major-key mood for our composition, consciously steering clear of anything too dark, dissonant, or melancholic. Instrumentation was also crucial to achieving the desired effect. We wanted heroic brass fanfares, lush and sweeping strings, and prominent woodwinds to add a touch of whimsy and delicacy to the more intimate moments. These elements, adventure, wonder, and a very specific orchestral palette, ultimately became our detailed blueprint for Aiva. This comprehensive brief would guide Aiva, helping it to aim for that signature Spielberg-Williams sound. The central challenge we faced was whether an AI could truly capture the emotional arc and rich orchestral color that so powerfully define these iconic film scores. Could it replicate that magic? With our detailed blueprint firmly in hand, we felt ready to finally put Aiva to the ultimate test. The next crucial step was translating this artistic vision into the precise language that an AI could understand and execute. Translating our vision into Aiva's platform meant turning abstract ideas into concrete settings. We chose epic cinematic as the genre, ensuring a grand orchestral scale. The tempo, a purposeful 120 beats per minute, evoking a sense of journey. Key signature, C major for brightness and optimism. Instrumentation, brass for heroism, lush strings for emotion, flutes and celeste for wonder, and minimal percussion for subtlety. We requested a 3-minute piece, allowing time for a theme to develop and climax. Aiva's structure options let us ask for a clear introduction, development, and conclusion, encouraging a narrative arc. Every parameter was set to echo the Spielberg-Williams style. With everything locked in, we hit create and handed our blueprint to the Digital Maestro. Now it was up to Aiva to turn our instructions into music. Would the result feel cinematic, or just synthetic? The answer was moments away. After clicking create, the process was both silent and astonishing. Aiva took our inputs, key, tempo, instrumentation, and cross-referenced them with its vast musical knowledge. It generated a heroic melody, likely assigning it to French horns, and built harmonies and textures around it. The AI made creative choices guided by logic and probability, not inspiration. It layered strings for emotion, added flutes and harp for wonder, and structured the piece with a clear arc. In minutes, Aiva composed what would take a human days, a full 3-minute cinematic score. The progress bar filled, and our AI-generated overture was ready to be heard. Would it capture the magic we hoped for? The moment of truth had arrived. We pressed play, eager to hear what the AI had conjured. The moment of truth had arrived, and anticipation filled the air. And then, the AI's score began, a digital overture taking its first breath. It was time to see if our instructions had translated into something truly compelling. First, a hopeful horn melody emerged, clear and bright. Instantly heroic and adventurous, it painted a picture of vast landscapes and daring feats. The music immediately evoked a sense of grand scale. The theme was undeniably memorable, perfectly fitting for an opening title sequence, setting the stage for the story to unfold. And the brass fanfare echoed our brief, a bold statement that captured the essence of the project. It was as if the AI was saying, "I understand." Strings swelled beneath, adding depth and richness to the soundscape. Creating a lush, emotional texture and a palpable sense of scale, the strings provided a foundation for the other instruments to build upon. Solo flute passages added wonder like a gentle breeze whispering through the trees, while the music ebbed and flowed with impressive dynamic range, creating a captivating listening experience. The AI demonstrated a clear understanding of musical expression. The orchestration was rich and full, the structure sound and well-considered, and the mood was undeniably cinematic, transporting us to another world. Yet some transitions felt mathematically precise, a little too perfect perhaps, lacking the subtle imperfections and unexpected surprises a human composer might instinctively add. The melodies were strong and well-crafted, but not quite unforgettable, not yet possessing that elusive quality that makes a theme truly iconic. Still, the result was undeniably impressive. A competent, emotionally appropriate, and technically sound overture that showcased the AI's capabilities. If you heard it in a movie trailer, grabbing your attention with its dramatic flair, you wouldn't question its origin or suspect it was created by an artificial intelligence. The AI had followed our brief meticulously, adhering to every parameter we set, and delivered a high-quality piece of film music that could easily find its place in a professional production. But the real test was yet to come. How would it work when paired with actual moving images with the nuances of visual storytelling? Could it truly serve a story on screen, enhancing the emotional impact and guiding the viewer's experience? We were about to find out, embarking on the next stage of our experiment. Film music's true test is how it elevates the visuals. We paired the AI score with a montage of sweeping landscapes, children in awe, and fast-paced action. Classic Spielbergian imagery. Synced to the visuals, the music swells and climaxes amplified the emotion and drama. The horn fanfare made landscapes feel epic. Delicate flute melodies underscored moments of wonder. The AI's cues, though created without seeing the footage, often matched the emotional beats. The score built energy as the montage shifted to action, culminating in a triumphant climax. In these moments, the AI's music felt indistinguishable from a professional score, yet it missed the nuanced, frame-by-frame synchronicity a human composer might add. The music supported the mood, but didn't fully intertwine with every detail on screen. Comparing the AI score to a John Williams original is revealing. Technically, Aiva's orchestration, harmony, and structure are solid. It creates a clear theme, development, and climax. The music fits the mood and uses the orchestra effectively. But the difference lies in emotional nuance and storytelling. Williams writes music for characters, evolving themes as the story unfolds. The AI's theme is adventurous but generic, lacking deep narrative connection. Human composers add imperfections and surprises, manipulating emotion in unique ways. The AI avoids risk, producing smooth, predictable compositions. Aiva gives you what you ask for. A great composer gives you what you didn't know you needed. Ultimately, Aiva is a master craftsman, building functional, beautiful music. But a human composer is an artist, infusing scores with lived experience and emotional depth. The AI score is a beautiful photograph. The human score is a walk through the forest. The difference is the soul behind the sound. Our journey with Aiva proves AI is now a powerful reality in music creation. For filmmakers, it offers speed, affordability, and access to high-quality orchestral scores. But the main limitation is clear AI lacks true emotional context and narrative understanding. Its music is a brilliant synthesis of the past, but rarely groundbreaking or deeply personal. The future isn't about replacement, but collaboration. Imagine composers using AI as a creative partner, generating ideas, building blueprints, and freeing humans for emotional storytelling. As AI tools evolve, will the film score become a seamless blend of human artistry and artificial intelligence? The ghost in the orchestra is real, ready to play. The question is not whether we will listen, but what new music we will create together.